Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel. We've been waiting on our appliances for a week and a half now, what feels like forever. We weren't able to order anything big during our closing process. We were told not to make any big purchases, whether it was cash, credit, didn't matter. They told us no big purchases.
But we wouldn't have made a credit purchase anyway because, you know, debt free.
Right, no credit anyway. But even in cash, we weren't able to order the appliances we wanted, which worried us because of all the delays going on. But now we were able to order it very soon after our closing, and we finally have our refrigerator.
Yes, finally. So this refrigerator is one that we were really doing a lot of research before we closed on the house. There was another version of this refrigerator that we actually wanted to get. This one's called the Samsung 4-door Flex, right? And as soon as we closed, the day that we closed, we actually went to Best Buy to try to order this refrigerator, and they were out. They were like, it's gonna be another month or a month and a half before you can get it.
Basically November, and September.
Yeah, and so we were looking everywhere. We went to Home Depot, we went to Lowe's. Home Depot had them, but they also delayed. Lowe's had it where we could have got it the next day, but it was like $1,000 more expensive. And Lisa, in all of her intelligence, was like, maybe we should check Samsung's website to see what they have. And as soon as we did it, with the struggles of not having internet at the time, as soon as we got on the website, we found it, and they said, hey, we can deliver it to you on Wednesday. Now, this is Friday. They're like, we can deliver it to you on Wednesday. Mm-hmm. Wednesday came, and yeah.
So Wednesday came, and we got the call on Wednesday when it was supposed to get here. And it wasn't a call that we wanted to get.
Yeah.
It was basically saying, well, we forgot to send your order to the delivery company who's supposed to bring it to you today.
Yeah.
So
I forgot to send the order.
So that meant another week of waiting. And so at this point, we've gone a week and a half without having a refrigerator, which means we're going to get fast food, takeout, anything that doesn't have to be refrigerated, anything that we won't have leftovers, and so we don't waste food because we don't have a refrigerator.
And we didn't have a trash can at the time either. We didn't have a lot of stuff. Anyway, y'all learned about that in the last video.
No trash can, no refrigerator. So we were kind of roughing it for the first week and a half here, not having appliances or the trash can. So we're happy to put an end to that because we really try to meal plan and make as many meals as we can during the week. Not that we don't ever eat out, but we're over it at this point because it's been many, many days of eating out. So we're ready to fill this fridge and start cooking and get back in our routine that we were in while we were waiting for our house.
So we're gonna let you all see us unbox this refrigerator. Well, Lisa's gonna unbox it. And then I'll come back and share with you all a little bit about the features of this fridge. It is amazing, and it fits very well with our lifestyle, with some of the things that we try to do to live a healthier lifestyle. So check it out.
The next day.
All right, so we're back. Clearly we had a little situation that required us to pause for a second and come back the next day. But you know, we're here, we're comfy. And so, you know, we're in our house, so hopefully y'all are fine with us looking comfortable. But yeah, we have our refrigerator, and I am excited to walk you all through all of it in its glory, explain all the little fun functionalities of it, and yeah, we'll go from there. So let's get to it.
So this is our awesome new refrigerator. This is the Samsung 4-door French door flex refrigerator. It's counter depth. It has a beverage center and so many other features that we're gonna walk you through. So this whole top portion is the refrigerator section. So we're gonna go ahead and open the doors. And they both open pretty widely when you open this top portion here, so you have plenty of space to go in. This side you have your shelves. You can store any drinks and things you want here. Up here, probably eggs and things like that, this little shelf here. And they're all very easy to clean. The material is great, and they were very easy to install and take out as well. On this left side here, we have a standard shelf across the top, which is pretty wide. I can see us putting pretty large things up here too. And then on the next level here, this one is a standard shelf, and this piece here goes inside and underneath. And you can tuck that in when you have larger items that may not fit on the standard shelf. So if anything comes a little higher up, you can fit it there. And you can easily pull it back whenever you need to. We did move this one up a little bit. It was down here, and so this is a pretty good height to fit various items in here. Below that, you have your crisper drawers, which typically you would keep fruit and vegetables and all of that in. The one on the right is a flex crisper, and that means that I can put, whether it's fruits and vegetables like usual, or meat, cheese, certain specific things we can set on this little panel on the side to say what's in there, and so it's better. Before we get into that, you see this water filter here that we'll talk about what that relates to. But this was the cause of our problems yesterday. Someone decided to test it out, play with it, pull it out, and totally unlock it. Vincent was curious if they had put in a water filter yet, not realizing that this is a part of the water filter. So during our unboxing, he pulled it out, and it became a whole situation where he had to call Samsung, and luckily before he had a whole hour of waiting, he figured out how to lock it back in. So we're safe with that. You hear the refrigerator beeping. That's because when you leave it open too long, it starts to beep to let you know to close it. And that's really great, especially if you have kids who sometimes will leave the refrigerator open. And so that will let you know, hey, you need to close the doors. And it did stop after a little while, but if it was beeping, you would just close them and it will stop. And you can do what you need to do from there. We'll look at this little side panel here. You can see right now it tells the temperature inside the fridge area. You can see the temperature for the freezer. For the flex zone, which we'll get into in a minute, that's on the lower portion. And the flex crisper, which is this drawer here that we talked about, I could set it to a specific type of item that's in there to keep it at a good temperature. And we'll also talk about the autofill pitcher. You have your cubed ice, if that's on or not, ice bites, all of that, those options are there. Let's close up our top portion. So we used to use this water pitcher here in our previous refrigerators, and this is a large Brita filtered pitcher, and it was great. We use it on a daily basis because we do drink a lot of water, and we like to drink out of cups, have it filtered. And this did take a lot of space up in our previous refrigerators, and those were not even counter depth, they were larger capacity. So knowing that we would want a counter depth refrigerator here, we wanted to make sure that this would not be taking up that valuable space. And so we were looking for an option where we could still have our fresh filtered water without a bulky pitcher. And so now we have our beverage center. In the beverage center is this water pitcher. Very thin, not taking up a lot of space, but just the right amount of water that you would need to drink and easily refill, replace it. It's tucked right into the door nicely. And so if you notice when I open the full door here on the left, it blends right in. It was here the whole time and you don't really notice that it's there. So the beverage center has its own door here. So I can easily grab whatever I may be drinking at the moment without having to open the full refrigerator and search for it, or really just have the task of opening the full heavier door. This is very convenient. So pulling milk out, pulling out whatever you may be drinking on throughout the day. This is where we would fill up our water here, and we can also use this water pitcher if we want. So these are easily accessible shelves. There's nothing really that makes it difficult about getting water now, and you don't have to take up space with a large pitcher. Now let's get into the bottom of this refrigerator. So we'll go ahead and open both sides. This left side is the dedicated freezer area. And so you have your standard size shelves. These are all the same size and you can put various items in here. The bottom is a pull-out drawer where you can store whatever you might need in here. It's pretty deep. Reach my hand down there. And so great for things that are smaller or come in little bags and you don't want those scattered everywhere. For here, same kind of idea, things that are more medium sized. Vincent has his Hot Pockets in here, which is his food alone, but we'll let that stay for now. Then you have your ice up here. We have, as you can see, cubed ice and ice bites or crushed ice. And so this slides back easily. We have a scoop that came with the refrigerator. You could easily scoop out your ice, easily replace that, and your ice bites are there. So whatever works better for what you may need ice for, you can easily get whatever type works for you. The right side, this is the flex zone that we talked about when we were looking at the settings panel. This right now is set to be a freezer. You can kind of tell that here. But I could set it to be a refrigerator as well. So let's say, for example, it's the holidays and you have a lot of things that you want to store in the fridge. It's getting kind of packed. And so I could set this to be a refrigerator and it will change the settings to where the temperature is right to keep things refrigerated, and it will no longer be a freezer. So this fridge is perfect for us. We are really happy with the way that it looks. The counter depth is great. It's not taking up our walking space. It's flat. It's very elegant looking. It flows with the rest of our appliances nicely. And we are really going to enjoy using all of the features here. And so we really look forward to stocking it, showing y'all what we have in the fridge, and especially this flex zone, because we've struggled in the past with wanting to have more fridge space. And so it's great for a counter depth fridge to have additional fridge space if you need it. So we really love this fridge.
So we hope you all are equally as excited as we are with our new refrigerator and how amazing it looks in this kitchen. We originally were going to get another version of this refrigerator called the Bespoke, but then we learned that it was 1 inch too high. And so had we got it, the frames, the panels for the door would have come up right where the cabinet doors open. And so that would have been an issue for us. Thankfully, we found basically the exact same refrigerator, but it didn't have all the little fancy panels on it. And so we're excited.
Yeah, we're happy with this one. The Bespoke is nice because you can change out the colors, but we thought about it and we really wanted everything to blend anyway. And since our appliances we already had were this tone, then we decided, okay, the size is right, the color is right, and so we got the perfect fridge that really fit our needs.
Yeah, so we hope you all enjoyed the video. Remember to like, subscribe, and push that little ring bell notification. And we hope that you all continue to follow us on our journey. We have so much to share, and we want you all to take in all this knowledge, take in all this experience that we gained from this journey. So we'll see you in the next video. Peace.